mommies and daddies, and welcome to my channel. Today, in our pandemic times, we have children at home absolutely munching and hogging 24/7, and I feel that definitely calls out for some extra tooth care. For which today we have Dr. Garima Joshi with us, who's a prosthodontist and the director of City Dental Center in Aurangabad. She is a mother of two beautiful kids who have white, shiny, sparkly teeth, and she's going to tell us the secret of how she takes care of them so that we can have them too. So, hi Garima, thank you so much for giving us your time today.
Hi Ria, thank you so much.
Okay, so tell us the secret behind the sparkly smile and the white teeth of your children. How do you manage to get that? How many times do you brush their teeth?
No, I don't brush many times a day, just 2 times a day they need to brush their teeth. That's it. And yes, especially I make sure that they should brush their teeth before they go to bed. That is the most important time.
Okay, so that calls for another question, that how do you actually brush the teeth? Like, what's the movement and for how long do you have to brush?
If you search on a Google, it will be showing that you should, there's an idle time for brushing is 2 to 3 minutes. But I personally feel for kids, it's not important. It's just 15 to 30 seconds of brushing is very good enough for them. And we should teach them the proper technique of brushing, the proper way of brushing. I have a model here with me. I demonstrate. First of all, we should always see that horizontal brushing should be avoided. Like we always tend to brush in this way.
That's how my children do. Yes.
Yeah, this is absolutely a wrong way of brushing. We should always do small circular motions. Yeah, we should always do brushing in small circular motions. And then, like for the upper teeth, we should go for downward movement. Okay. And we should not apply pressure. We have to remember this. It should not be like with heavy pressure. It should always be very soft and gently. We should do this brushing. For lower teeth, it should always be the upper movement, upwards movement. Okay, and then we have to brush the biting surfaces. These are the biting surfaces. So we have to brush these biting surfaces. Then we do the inner surfaces of the teeth. If you see the lower teeth, we go upward movement. Okay, you can see, Naria.
Yes.
And for the upper teeth also, we do outwards movement like this. The inner surfaces of the teeth.
Okay.
Yeah. And 15 to 30 seconds is more than sufficient. Not required for 2 to 3 minutes.
This
Otherwise,
is such a relief to hear that it's just 15 to 30 seconds is sufficient, because I always used to read it online that 2 to 3 minutes. Somewhere I even read an article wherein children should sing happy birthday song till the time they are brushing so that they complete those 2 minutes easily. But that never used to happen at my end. My children were like, "Kush, done, mama." So I think that's a relief after talking to you today. When should they actually start brushing the child's teeth? Like when the first tooth sprouts, or when you have some more of it? So can you guide us on that as well?
The brushing with the toothpaste should start at the age of 3 years. Not before that. Yes, because see, at the age of 3 years, the child is able to gargle. He or she can spit also. So that time you should use a brush with the toothpaste. I'm telling you. Okay. Before that, like if we talk about infants, like during 8 to 9 months, at that time the teeth actually erupts in the oral cavity or in the mouth. That doesn't mean the mother see the teeth and you should start brushing. No, it's not that. Those children are basically breastfed, so that milk contains carbohydrates, sugars, so that stays on the tooth surface. So for them, we have to clean the surface. Brushing is not important, but we need to clean the surface. The concept of brushing is what? To clean the surface. So for infants also, we can clean how the mothers can clean. They can use soft muslin wet cloth. Just wipe the surfaces. And by doing that, we can actually remove the smear layer which is present on the tooth surfaces. And then after 1 year or 2 years, almost 6-8 teeth are erupting in the upper jaw and then in the lower jaw. So that time you can use soft finger brushes also with the soft bristle. But brushing with the toothbrush and the paste, we should start when the child is at 3 years.
Since you mentioned about toothpaste, I have heard about fluoride toothpaste, non-fluoride toothpaste. You know, there are different ranges that the brands have come up with, like 0 to 2 years, 2 to 5 years, and 5 and above. So what's the difference? If you can just detail it out for us.
I would always recommend that for the kids, they should use the toothpaste which contain fluorides. Fluoridated toothpaste they should use. It just matters the amount of toothpaste that you are taking. For 3 years old children, we generally prefer a pea size toothpaste is actually recommended to be used. But why do we say that they should, the kids especially should use the fluoridated toothpaste? Because the fluoride, its action is basically is what it makes the tooth stronger. It makes the enamel, that is the outer layer of the tooth, very stronger, and it has got an anti-acidic effect. Anti-acidic effect means what? The acid which is being produced by the bacteria, by the carbohydrates on the tooth surface, that will create decaying process on the tooth surface, and that's how the cavity is formed. So to stop that, we should use fluoridated toothpaste because it actually it actually prevents the decaying process of the tooth. And henceforth it prevents the cavity.
My God, I think I was living in some other world only wherein I was using non-fluoride toothpastes for my children. I think I'll quickly get that changed and fixed right away. The concept of flossing, do you think it is alien to our country, or are we just ignoring it? Or should we just stop all this ignorance and go for it? What do you have to say about flossing?
I think so. We should stop that ignorance and we should go for it. Especially when the child is 6 years, 7 years, quite mature enough. We can always teach them, how to use floss. And if they do flossing before they go to bed, before they go to sleep, that is the best time one should do flossing, because brushing will only remove the debris which are present on the surfaces of the teeth. That will not remove the debris which are present in between the tooth surfaces. So for removal of the debris in between the tooth surfaces, we need to do flossing. So one should do flossing, and it should be with very gentle pressure. And we have to have habit of it. That's it. Because we are lazy people, so we don't do that, but we should do it. Definitely it will help, because brushing with flossing, I think that will give the maximum effect, better effect on dental hygiene.
So everybody out there who's watching this video, stop all the ignorance and start flossing right away. My last question to you, that children at the age of around 6 to 7, they shed their milk teeth and they get their permanent teeth. So any particular advice for during that period of time?
They should visit their dentist twice a year. Especially because that time the child gets acclimatized to the dental environment, dental office, dentist, and also they can get checked whether they have any cavities or not, so they can get treated them as early as possible. One thing, and definitely what I said before, brushing twice a day, flossing every time with the brushing, especially at the night before they go to bed. Rinsing after every meal, avoid sticky foods, avoid junk food, always eat fibrous, healthy food. Healthy food makes happy teeth and happy smile. That's what I feel so.
I think that's a beautiful line, Garima, but it's so difficult to attain. You cannot keep junk food away from children, they literally want it every now and then. So how can we avoid that?
We can give them, but they have to rinse them. After every meal, they should rinse, or else without paste, you can just brush your teeth. That's it.
So every time our children eat junk food, they are absolutely allowed to eat junk food, but immediately after that they are supposed to rinse or to just wipe off their teeth with the brush. Any other tips and tricks that you would like to give?
First of all, I would like to say that parents should not force their children to do brushing. Always first show them how it is to be done. When they observe, they will do it in a proper way. It's not necessary that in one day they will learn the technique and they will follow every protocol of brushing. It will not going to happen. So you have to make brushing fun for them. You have to tell them the importance of cleaning the teeth, I would say. Psychological brushing everybody is doing, but cleaning of teeth is very important. What we can do, like in the market, the very colorful toothbrushes are available, so they can choose of their favorite colored toothbrush, and then you can always encourage them. You did a good job, and you can give them extra reading time, or spend some quality time with your child as a reward. And don't give reward as chocolates. No chocolates.
I was about to say that. What about some
No
cookies and
chocolates.
Okay.
Then every time the child will do keep brushing and will ask for the chocolate. And you can have sing a song with the child. Actually, when my kids were small and they were always reluctant for brushing in the night before they used to sleep, so they go to bed. So I always used to tell them this story. So I would like to share it with you.
Wow,
And
love
if you do not brush in the night, then the bugs inside your mouth will wake up, and then they will find all the food which is left all over your teeth, and that makes them very happy. So when they see that food, they wake up other friends also, and then they have a big party in your mouth. They will be eating, they will be drinking, dancing, jumping on your teeth, and after all the food and the fun is all over, they need to go to the toilet for pee and poop. So they start looking for it, but they don't get any of the toilets. So what they do? They start digging up your teeth to make a cavity. They dig your teeth actually to make a toilet, but that's not a toilet, that's a cavity they are making in your teeth. So do you want that?
No.
And poo and toilet in your mouth? Yuck! No. So better brush before you go to bed, and so no food is left in your mouth for the bugs. So it's better to clean and keep your teeth happy and healthy.
This is brilliant. Well, I'm sure a dentist mother can only come up with such a story. This is awesome.
We can plan some games also with our kids. That games can be, in such a way that you have to educate them in that game process. Like we can have a picture of a happy teeth and a picture of a sad teeth. Then you can have some pictures. You can collect some pictures of fruits, vegetables, and junk food, chocolates, cold drinks. And always ask a child whether this particular picture of a food or a junk food will make your teeth happy or sad. So that's how we can educate them also, and that is how they will also learn, oh, this particular thing will going to make my teeth happy, so I should eat this. This will make my teeth sad, I should not eat this. That's how we can educate them.
Playing games is something new. I will definitely try with my children. Hopefully they'll start loving to brush. So you just mentioned about sing a song while brushing. So which song is yours and your children's
So
favorite?
my favorite song is Brush Your Teeth by Rafi.
You wake up in the morning, it's 1:45.
You want to have a little fun, you brush your teeth.
Brush your teeth. You brush your teeth. You wake up in the morning, it's
quarter to 2, and you wanted to find something to do.
You brush your teeth.
Brush your teeth. You brush
You
your
brush your
teeth.
teeth. I love this one. You wake up in the morning, it's 2:45.
Quarter to 3, and your mind
Might
starts
start
humming.
humming. Twiddle-dee-dee. You brush your teeth.
Brush your teeth. You brush your teeth.
That was beautiful and awesome. I just loved singing it with you. Thank you so much, Garma, for all the lovely time, the song, and all the good information that you have given us today.
Thank you so much. And even it's an honor for me also to be part of your show. And I just hope this conversation actually helps your subscribers to maintain their good dental hygiene.
Definitely, I'm sure. Thank you so much. Namaste. Bye-bye.
Bye.